Well, hello and welcome back to Will and Work Games Corner. So we have a new signal, signal 19. Point 0, line 0, polygon 0. Point 0, point 1, point 2. Polygon 0 is point 0, point 1, point 2. Okay, so undefined 19, 0 groups point 0, line 0 and polygon 0. Undefined 19, 1 points groups point 0, point 1 and point 2. Polygon 0, point 0, point 1, point 2. So undefined 1 seems to match polygon 0. Point equals undefined 19. Line equals undefined 19. Polygon equals undefined 19. Something equals 0. Another one of these transmissions. What's that? The missing is just 0. Oh, interesting. Either this transmission contains non-integral information, or it's something that it doesn't care to test. Potentially, this transmission intends to outline or clarify something, without testing our comprehension. Let's just progress. I'll try and get some meaning out of this. So, the signal 19 can be a point, a line, a polygon. I'm gonna call it graph, maybe. Graph 0 contains point 0 and point 1. Graph 0 is a line. Graph 1 contains line 0, line 1, line 2. Graph 1 is a polygon because it is composed of lines. Graph 0, 4, 3. Graph 0 is a point. Graph 1, point 0, line 0, 6, 5, variable 0, polygon 0, polygon 1, graph 1, missing. What is this? It has a point, a line, then a couple of values, a variable, and then 2 polygons. Graph 1 missing. Graph 1, can I say it's just a graph? Don't know if that makes sense. Yeah? A new signal, 23. Point 2, point 1, point 0, point 7, point 4. Line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Polygon 0, 1, 2, 3. Polygon is... I need to improve the formatting of polygon. Like that. Point. There are 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 7 lines. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 polygons. So I'm gonna say this is a count, and the missing would be 4. Point 0, point 1, point count 2, line 4, line 8, line 7, line count 3, polygon 0, polygon count 1, graph count missing. A graph is any of the others, so 2 and 3 and 1, 6. Dropping the sound a bit, it was too high. Graph 0, graph 1, graph 2, graph 3. Graph 0 is empty. Graph 1 has graph 0. Graph 2 has graph 0 and graph 1. Graph 3 has graph 1 and graph 2. 4 has 0 and 2. Graph 4 count missing. So graph 4 is the sum of 0 and 2. 0, that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna say 5. No, that's not correct. 6. Let me go back to this. Maybe the count is 0 because graph 0 doesn't have anything inside. Doesn't matter how you combine it. No, it's not that. Maybe it is 2 because there are 2 graphs inside graph 4 and it doesn't matter how they are composed. Yes. Graph 0 is empty, graph 0 count missing. I'm guessing that's a 0. Oh, geez, this transmission is a big one. 254 signals compiled. That's the highest count so far, correct? Mm-hmm. Point 0, 1, 1, minus 1. So we are in 3 dimensions now. Point 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1. Point 2, 1, minus 1, minus 1. Point 3, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Point 4, 1, 1, 1. Point 5, point 6, point 7. So these 8 points define a cube of side 2. Line 0, yeah, let me, pretty certain this is doing point 0, point 1, point 0, point 1, point 1, point 3, point 2, point 3, point 0, point 2, point 4, point 5, point 5, point 7, point 6, point 7, point 4, point 6, point 0, point 4, point 1, point 5, point 2, point 6, point 3, point 7. Polygon 0 has all of this. Polygon 0 area, polygon 0 perimeter. Huh. This is not a polygon, this is a cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perimeter says it's 24. Two, 4, 6, 8, 16, and then this would be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just counting all of the not vertices, all of the sides, not sides. I forgot the name of this. So the area must be counting the area of the cube. The internal area, as in volume, 2 times 2 times 2, that would be 8. Yeah. One equals variable 0. Square plus variable 1 square. Table for polygon 0. I still think table is probably wrong. Polygon 0 area equals 12. Times two up to Z, polygon 0 perimeter times Z, 1 times 2 times Z. No, this is wrong. This was 1 square times Z. What is variable 2? Wait, this is the function for a circle. So 1 equals that. Area equals 1 squared times the incognito, the unknown. This, I'm sure this in the reference you will see that. To the geometry circle. Formula to graph a circle: x squared plus y squared equals the radius square. In this case, radius is 1. So area is radius square times pi. Perimeter is radius twice the radius times pi. So variable 2 is pi. They won't accept pi, obviously. I need to take pi from somewhere. Pi from here. Pi. Pi. It's pi. Yes, it is pi. Come on, Bautista, why aren't you jumping up and down? Isn't this like the Super Bowl for you? I am excited. I am happy. This is just what it looks like. Well, it doesn't look like much. I am pleased. I even predicted Pi's appearance earlier. What? When? You never mentioned Pi. Earlier I did. I don't remember you mentioning that, Bautista. Oh. Did he predict Pi? Can't remember. Okay, what's this? A new signal. Signal 24. This is maybe rounding. Yeah, rounding and how many rounding to the nearest 1, to the nearest 100. Rounding to the nearest 1, rounding to 2 significant digits, rounding to 1, rounding to just go round. 3.374 rounded to 1 is just 3. I suspect this latest signal round involves approximation, but how come there is a wrong number of digits? Good question. Really? That's your input? Think it, do not rush. Oh, sorry. Might have to do with base 8 to base 10 conversion. Floating point numbers struggle with different bases. Floating point numbers? Think decimals, or base 8 decimals, or binary decimals. Since base 8 deals with 8s and 16s, while base 10 deals with 10s and 100s, what we call 2.1875 can be represented in base 8 as just 2.25. It is the same precision, it is the same value, but built with different components. Interesting, I think I follow. Oh, I still hate base 8. I thought you had slain that beast earlier with the base 10 update. That update made this beast. If we stayed in base 8, we would see the proper number of digits. Oops. So are you going to fix it? And keep us in base 10 still, please. Update coming soon. .5 rounded to 1, rounded to 2. This is what they were saying. Rounded to 2 gives you the wrong number here. .25 rounded to 2. Hmm, 21.25. Base 8 round. .25 base 8 round for 2 is 17. Round is 21. Base 10 to base 8, 25.2. And then 25.2 rounded to 2 is 25. That seems wrong. So let's try with the previous one. 16.1285. I make that into base 8 and it's 20.64. 20.64 rounded to 1 is 20 and 20 into base 10 is 16. That's correct. Now if I take just 16 point that and I say base 8 round, it also says 16. So if I go to 21.25 base 8 round, it says 17, which seems wrong, but 21.25 in base 8 is 25.2. 25.2 round 2 is 25. 25 into base 10 is 21. I think 21 is right. And our new signal is next in line, signal 25. No gaps in our dictionary. Happy dictionary, happy life. I still don't get what that means. Come on, Carrie, happy dictionary, happy life. I heard you highs the first time. This is pi. And this is E. Round 6. What's this 3? Oh, I don't know what this is. Let me see if there is anything interesting in rounding. Wait, this has rounded 1416. Zero 15625. Sixth round. I really don't know what this is doing. Let's see. You cannot copy from here. That's annoying. 265. I round this to 6. Well, if I make this into base 8, then I round this to 6, and then I make that into base 10. I made this wrong. Sixth round. What's this 3? Here. Can't even copy the full number here. If I just round this to 6, it just doesn't work. Now, if I make this into base 8, if I round this to 6, that is correct. I don't know what the 3 did, but if that's the case, can I do the same? Can I make this into base 8 and then round this to 2? 2.75. I don't understand really, but it was correct. Don't know what that was doing. Is this D? One over 3, 0.3 D. 1 over 3, 3. Round is this. 2 over 3. .666 D. Is D then just periodical? Okay, new update. Does round work with decimals now? Oh yay, wonderful. This will make much more sense moving forward. For humans. Autista, sometimes you speak as if you aren't a human. Oh, I just meant that our rounding would make sense to the aliens, since they use base 8. I see. You are a human, right? What's the D mean? Could just mean, you know what D could mean? Could be, maybe this is just a point, like continuous. This is peculiar, but I'm pleased. Oh yeah? What you got? Last transmission we define point mathematically. Here, I'm not sure that's the case. They're stretching its definition. They're making its meaning more abstract. Yeah, but I don't want a new line after. One, 2, 3, all the way to 16. So there are 16. One plus 1, variable 0. 2 plus 3, variable 1. Missing, variable 0. Variable 1. 2, 5. Missing could be a lot of things, right? It could be graph 0 misses, for example. No. Could be just graph. Could it be point 0? No. Why? One plus 1, variable 0. 2 plus 3, variable 1. Missing, variable 0, variable 1. Oh, I don't understand this one. Why would the variable 0 be valid? Certainly was valid at some point. Graph 1 missing. I don't know what this one is. I think they're just asking me to actually write that. Overthinking it. One variable 0, 2 variable 1. The variable 0 here is a plus. So in this case, this is plus 3. One plus 1, 2. 2 plus 3, 1. 2 plus 3, 5. 2 and 5, 7. 2, 5, 7. Graph 0, variable 1. Graph 0 count 2. Variable 0 round to 2 equals 12. Equals variable 3. Variable 2 is 2. Variable 3 is 12. Variable 0 is polygon 0. Variable 1 is line 0. Variable 2 is 3. Variable 3 is 8. Variable 4 is 3 times 8, 24. Variable 0, variable 1, 2, 3, and 4. Variable 0 is polygon 0. Variable 1 is line 0. Variable 2 is 3, 8, 24. At the end of week 9. Alright team, it's past 2200, it's been a long day and a longer week. Let's keep this brief. We've been in the control room for 16 hours. Time flies. We usually work 14 hours. Any new findings from our translation team? Are they 5-legged critters? Do they feast on heavy metals? Do they speak in chords? Dr. Doppler, I think sleep would find you well right about now. I'm fine. Who needs coffee when you have a sleep? Once again, I don't think you... Yeah, you're right. We're all due for some sleep. So tell me what's new. Give me the rundown, Dr. Ware. To use their words, graph, count, round, ... And if it helps to provide context, we have already defined point, line, and polygon. Geometry. Beautiful. No, not beautiful. Difficult. Cumbersome. Don't romanticize my pain. Acres can be a bit much at times. So I've heard. Though it's peculiar, we define graph after length. Any theorist why, linguist? It's not the first time we have defined terms out of order. Why is graph out of order? We define the semicolon before minus. I suspect they're grouped by meaning, just as exponent came late, but was related to signals -5 through -8. Addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. I hypothesize a similar categorization is at play here. Understood, though not fully. I'll have to sleep on that thought, as we all should. But first, this week, most valuable employee. Any guesses who this is for? We're all a bit tired. I'll keep the theatrics brief. This trophy is for Dr. Collins. Great work on all your linguistics analysis. Thank you, Dr. Doppler, though it really is a team effort. Let's all head home. Good night, you four. Good night, Collins, Dopp, Dr. Ware, Bautista. Sweet dreams, everyone. Night. Status for Alan. Vexed. Still, only me and Dr. Ware haven't received a stupid Employee of the Week trophy. Who cares? Bautista. The meteor's mathematical logic is pleasant. They should instruct us to build a computer. Dr. Collins. Dear Diary, Doppler honored me with an Employee of the Week trophy. Well, it is an individual science academic trophy for Lila Doppler for the 1961 Oak Falls Brain Battle, a trivia competition of some kind, I would imagine. I suppose Doppler has a smart daughter. Doppler's report. Sleep sounds good about now. Bah, it can wait. I've got a meteor in front of me. Worth thoughts. If Akers gets a trophy before me, I'm going to be mad. Your colleague has some ideas for what these signals mean. I'm going to take a look at what they think those could mean. Okay. A day, another signal. 1 to 1. And we have now 3 new signals to identify. 26, 27, and 28. I like the music of this game. Okay, what's this? 1 equals 1. 26 undefined 0. 1 equals 1. Equals 27 undefined. 26 undefined 1. 1 equals 0 equals 28 undefined. Okay, I know what this is. We are entering into logic, Boolean logic. 1 equals 1 is true. 27 is therefore true. Those are some true statements. You're right, Akers. Akers, you're right, that's unusual. 28, that is false. Those are some false statements. True. And then I'm gonna call 26 a statement. And the statement is not gonna have a new line after. True and false. I guess also don't need a new line after. That's better. Statement 0. 1 equals 1 is true. Statement 1. 1 equals 0 is false. Statement 2. 1 equals minus 1 is false. Statement 3, 1 equals 2 is false. Statement 0, 1 equals 2 minus 1 is true. Statement 1, 2 equals 1 plus 1, that's also true. As you say in Acres, you know, when I was brought onto this project, this may not at all what I expected. My boss called me in, said the head of material science, some Dr. Douglas Doppler, requested an astronomy consultant. I was quickly briefed, agreed, and now I'm 2,000 miles away, working through cryptic alien puzzles with you three blokes. If you were briefed, even briefly, why didn't you know what to expect from the mission? I'm an astronomer. That's what I expected. Some of this is out of my wheelhouse, I'll admit. Linguistic analysis in support of translating an extraterrestrial artifact. That was the title description on my office desk. I'd say so far it's been an accurate depiction, though similarly uncharted territory. Yeah, you have certainly contributed to a good chunk of what we have gotten through. I need to get the volume down a bit. Same with Dr. Bautista. Don't sell yourself short, Dr. Akers. You recognize the hydrogen line frequency. We wouldn't have gotten anywhere without that. She's right. Statement 0, 1 equals 1. Statement 1, 1 equals 2. Statement 2, 2 equals 2. Statement 3, statement 0 equals statement 1 is false. 0 is true, 1 is false. 1 equals 2 is false. 1 is false, 2 is true. 0 equals 2 is true because both are true. Dr. Akers, if all this alien description is out of your wheelhouse, what would you consider in your wheelhouse? I'm an astronomer. I expected to consult more on astronomy. You know, stars, galaxies, black holes, neutron stars, planets, moons. Not so much on decrypting radio transmissions. And your research focus? My dissertation was titled Radio Astronomy to Map the Milky Way's Elemental Composition. Radio astronomy. It's like using an optical telescope, except instead of visible light, you're looking for radio waves. Atoms and compounds naturally emit electromagnetic radiation, always at distinct and consistent frequency bands. You pick up on those bands, and you know what you're looking at. Fascinating. You're mapping the invisible. That is certainly amazing, the fact that by analyzing the radiation that comes from very far away, dot in the sky, we can know exactly how it is compound, what elements compound are the basis of that celestial body is incredible. A new signal 29. True equals not false. False equals not true. Yeah, this is not unsure of that. Not works. Again, only spaces. I don't need anything else. True, not false. False, not true. Statement 0 is true. Statement 1 is false. statement 2 is false because statement 0 and statement 1 are not the same. Statement 3 is the opposite of statement 2, so it is true. Statement 3 is therefore true. Statement 0 is true. Statement 1 is not statement 0, so it is false, and that's variable 0. Statement 2 is not statement 1, so it is true, and that's variable 1. Statement 3 is not false, which is true, variable 2. So I lost track. So false, true, true. Wait, what are you saying? Why is this transmission asking for 3 responses at once? That's annoying. That will make it tougher. I imagine that is the point. Huh? The aliens don't want us to stumble through their message, brute forcing through all the signals. This is an intentional roadblock, something we must overcome to understand. Well, these aliens are asked for a lot. I suppose they are emphatic about us understanding this meteor's message. Dr. Akers, you mentioned elemental composition in your dissertation title. Help me understand. Oh, right, I'd love to share. All matter is made of atoms. We can classify and characterize the atoms if we count their protons and electrons. Hydrogen has 1 proton, 1 electron. Helium's got 2 of each. Carbon's got 6. And while there are many elements, some are more common than others in the universe. So by proportional frequency, you're saying we know that across the universe, hydrogen is more prevalent than carbon. Oh yeah, way more prevalent. I can give you the exact numbers too. Pretty much the whole universe is hydrogen and helium, about 98% if you count by mole rather than by mass. So the universe at the scale is shockingly homogeneous. I wouldn't go that far. Same atoms mostly. How they are arranged in space makes all the difference. You get a lot of mass in one stellar zip code, and they come together to form a star. And suddenly, the star fuses atoms together. That's what finally makes the new elements. And if the star accretes too much mass, or runs out of new atoms to fuse, it goes supernova and explodes with even bigger, newer atoms. And if a star is dense enough, it collapses into a black hole. And what happens then? Not sure? Black holes are a mathematical curiosity, but no one's ever seen one. Signal 30 now. We are getting logic operations. True and true is true. True and false is false. False and false is false. This is and. And what does and mean? As in a logical and. Never heard of that. Then maybe you could check the reference section under logic. Maybe I will. True and true, true. True and false, false. False and false, false. That's basically the AND operation. That's what it means. It returns true if both values are true. It returns false in any other combination of true values or false values. Statement 0 is true and statement 1 is false. Response is therefore false. Statement 0 is true, statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false, 0 and 1 is true, 1 and 2 is false, 2 and 2 is false. So true, false, false. another 3 at once, eh? Shakers, those boogers. I, for one, am thankful. I want to squeeze every last drop out of meaning out of this message. If this is their method of choice, then so be it. Well, I admire your intrigue, Dr. Collins. If we have done and, I'm gonna assume this is or. True? Yeah, this is or. Or? Logical or. You never checked the reference tab, did you? What? Nah, of course I did. Dr. Ware, do you think you could explain it for me? I can, Dr. Akers. I don't know if he's a doctor. He should be. Or is another logical operation that returns true if one of the two values at least is true. So true or true is true, true or false is true, false or false is false. In this case, true or false is true. True, false, true or true, true, true or false, true, false or false, false, true, true, false. Statement 0. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Statement 1. 1 plus 1 equals 3. Statement 0 is true, statement 1 is false. So true or false equals true. True and false equals false. So true and false. A double test, not triple. Oh, come on, just when I was getting fired up. Dr. Akers, it's a good point you bring up. There is always a bit of meaning in the way each transmission is structured. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's definitely what I was saying. No, you weren't, but that's okay. You brought it to my attention. You know why they're giving us a double instead of a triple? No. Look at the transmission. They are directly comparing and or. They are delineating the difference between the two. A long one. Statement 0 is true. Statement 1 is true and false, so it is false. Statement 2 is false or true, so it is true. Statement 3 is not true, so it is false. I forgot the order. True, false, true, false. I have a good feeling about this. And there it is, my favorite green light. New signal 32. What is this? 1 something 0 is true. 0 something 1 is false. 1 something 1 is false. This could be greater than. 1 is greater than 0. Lynn, Autista always likes when I use programming syntax for this. Not syntax really, programming expressions. If we are getting greater than 1 plus 1, greater than 1 is true. I guess we are also going to get soon greater or equal and less than. 7 greater than 8 is true. 8 greater than 8 is false. True, false, true. Ripples are back. Let's do this. No signal change. Oh, I did that wrong. 9, let's see. 7 greater than 8. No, it's false. False, true, sorry. Don't know how I read that. Okay, a new one, and that's going to be 0. Yeah, this is less than. The cleanliness is increasing. Bautista is happy. This is the opposite. 0 is less than 1 is true, 1 is less than 0 is false, 1 is less than 1 is false. 5 is less than 1. 5 is less than 6 is true. True, false, false. What is this? Greater than or less than or equal. 1 plus 2, variable 0, 1. 4 divided by 4, variable 1, 1. 8 squared, variable 2, 8 is 8 to the cube. Oh, is this telling me what it is expecting the values to be? The values expects are one operation. 1 plus 2 is more than 1. Four over 4 is equal to 1. 8 squared is less than 8 to the cube. 16 is more than 8 times 1. And that's all the answers that you're asking. Statement 0. 0 less than 1 is true, equals true, and statement 1. 1 is less than 2 equals true. And define statement true. 0 missing 2. Okay, I'm a bit confused here. What is this telling me? This is true. Statement 1 is true, so true and true equals true. This is not and. I can make this be true or not. We have already done and or. So I'm wondering if this should be XOR. But I have no reason to believe that. In this case, this needs to be false. So that would be greater than. No, so it is not XOR. An XOR operation is true if only one and only one of the two values is true. It is not XOR. It is not AND. True. Statement 2 cannot be AND because we already have one AND. I'm gonna put 3 question marks, given that I don't know what this is yet. So I guess I can try if is this correct? It is. Why? Now that's interesting. Yeah, what is? The previous transmission defined question mark, question mark, question mark. But it feels different than the other logical operations as of late. The response was different for sure. We weren't defining true or false. It was more like we were figuring something out, that 0 is less than 2. Exactly. We're using logic to deduce a piece of information. So let's see what we've got to deduce now. I still don't know what this is. Statement 2 can be anything, right? Oh, wait. I think I see this. Let me look at the previous one. Yeah. I didn't realize because of the numbers, but the important thing here is that 0, this is doing induction, not induction, this is doing deduction. Given that 0 is less than 1, and given that 1 is less than 2, then 0 is less than 2. It's telling you that less than is a transitive property. And now we have the same for greater than. Given that the first variable 0 is more than variable 1, and variable 1 is more than variable 2, then variable 0 is more than variable 2. That means that this can be defined as then. Or there are several ways. Therefore, I'm gonna go with therefore, and I'm going to. Hey, guess. Therefore, Dr. Ware. Oh, you must feel so fancy. Listen to how it rolls off the tongue. Hey, guess. I think you're overestimating how highfalutin the word therefore is. Highfalutin. Good golly, now you've done it. You have outdone yourself. Therefore, statement 2 is variable 0 is more than variable 2. This game is amazing. Statement 0, statement 1, or statement 2. Statement 1 is true, statement 2 is true, therefore statement 0 equals variable 0. If both of these are true, then statement 0 is true and variable 0 is true. Statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. This is giving me different possibilities. If 1 and 2 are true and false, then statement 0 is still true. But if they are both false, then statement 0 is false. So we have true, true, and false. Signal 37. What is it now? Statement 0. Statement 1 is not statement 0. I think this is if. Given. If you believe that to be an accurate representation for signal 37, then Dr. Ware, I will support your decision. If statement 0 is true, therefore statement 1 is false. Statement 0 is false, statement 1 is true. Statement 0, statement 1, statement 2. So statement 0 says that variable 0 is less than variable 1. Statement 1 says that variable 1 is less than variable 2. And then statement 2 says that variable 0 is more than variable 2, which cannot be true at the same time as both of the previous ones. And statement 3 says that variable 0 is less than variable 2, which is true if 0 and 1 is true. It is false if 2 is true. If statement 0 is true and statement 1 is true, then statement 2 is false. I must admit, I'm excited to see and or, and therefore I am too, Collins. Even though this is all mathematical logic, they at least seem more like words. Might have to share this with my husband before my excitement boils over. Tell your husband? This mission's top secret. You can't tell anyone. You told him about the mission? Curry. What am I supposed to say? I've been away from home for over 2 months now. When did you tell him? After 2 weeks. 2 weeks? That's all you could make it. I told my wife after the mission brief. What? What? You are all rule breakers. It's just me and Dr. Ware that actually kept things under wraps. It's easy for you, Alan. And why is that? You are not married. Whatever. I'll go tell all my friends about the mission then. Doppler already knows. Shut it. I think that's what they call a sick barn. Statement 0. Variable 0 is twice variable 1. Statement 1, variable 0 is 3. Statement 2, variable 1 is 4. If statement 1, so if variable 0 is 3 and statement 2, variable 1 is 4, then therefore statement 0 is false. I guess that's what this is saying. That was it. We are getting into more complex responses. Variable 0 equals minus variable 1. If variable 0 is more than 0, then variable 1 is less than 0. Polygon 0 area is 8. Polygon 1 area is 10. Therefore, polygon 1 is bigger than polygon 0. Bigger. Is there an operation for that? Bigger than. I'm gonna go with that, although not very elegant. Polygon 2 area is 9, therefore polygon 2 bigger than polygon 0. Polygon 0 area is 8, polygon 1 area is 10, therefore polygon 0 is smaller than polygon 1. Polygon 2 area is 9, therefore something and polygon 1 bigger than polygon 2. Polygon 0 and polygon 1. If you get both of them together. No, that's not it. Therefore, something and polygon 1 bigger than polygon 2. That is true. We need this to be true, so maybe missing is just true. No, it's not that. Maybe it's a whole expression. Polygon 2 is bigger than polygon 0. That makes more sense. No. Maybe polygon 0 is smaller than polygon 2. Yes, that was it. We are getting to a point in which a lot of answers are potentially true, and not all of them are valid. You have to find the one they want. We get the area of a lot of polygons. Polygon 0 area is less than polygon 1 area, therefore polygon 1 is bigger than polygon 0. Polygon 2 is bigger than polygon 1, therefore polygon 2 is bigger than polygon 0. Polygon 0 is smaller than polygon 1. Polygon 1 is smaller than polygon 2. Therefore, polygon 0. We know polygon 0 is smaller than 1. 1 is smaller than 2. Therefore, 0 is smaller than 2. If statement 0, polygon 0 is not polygon 1, and statement 1, polygon 0 is bigger than not polygon 1, not polygon 1, what does that mean? Say, you guys figure out the difference between greater than and bigger than? They seem the same. My mind's in the same place. So far, we've only used bigger than in regards to area. If that holds, I'd contend that bigger than refers to a specific property of geometry. It's an added layer of abstraction. The meteor's language is beginning to bridge from math. to more abstract language. So we're going somewhere with meaning, I hope. Okay, what do we have here? Polygon 0, not polygon 1. Polygon 0 bigger than not polygon 1. Polygon 0 is smaller than not polygon 1. Therefore, what does it mean, not polygon 1? It's not. This is saying polygon 0 does not equal polygon 1. So it's equal not. That's what this is saying. And polygon 0 is not polygon 1. Polygon 0 is not bigger than polygon 1. Polygon 0 is not smaller than polygon 1. Therefore, so 0 and 1 are not the same. But they're not bigger or smaller. I think that means a statement 0 is false. It's not possible. No, that's not correct. No, I mean, this is saying that these three statements are true. Polygon 0 is not polygon 1. Polygon 0 is not bigger than polygon 1. Polygon 0 is not smaller than polygon 1. That makes no sense. Difficult one. Polygon 0 is not polygon 1. Polygon 0 is not bigger than polygon 1. Polygon 0 is not smaller than polygon 1. I don't really have a way of saying polygon 1 and polygon 0 are similar. I mean, they don't have, their areas must be the same, but the first one is saying that they're not. Oh, what is this saying? Therefore, I guess I can say, instead of this, I can say that the areas are the same, even if they are not the same. Has to be this, right? Yes, that was it. Polygon 0, points 0, 1, 2, and 3. Polygon 1, points 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Polygon 0 area is 1. Polygon 1 area is 1. Both areas are the same, so variable 0 is true. Both polygons are not the same, so variable 1 is false. And that's week 10. Thanks for coming. My side of the investigation, investigating the meteorite, has made some headway. I'll have more to share soon. Anyways, give me the rundown. Logic. Logic? Explain. Dr. Ware can answer. Or at least through their dictionary. Statement, true, false, not, and, or. More, greater than, lesser than, bigger than, smaller than. Therefore, if. I think I get the picture. But where do you think they're going with all this? Why logic? Logic underpins information. Information describes the world. Describing the world is communication. I saw it another way. Logic gives us the tools to associate and compare information. We may use it to build sentences. Each week, the meteor pulls a new topic of discussion on the table. The aim isn't always clear, but in time it will be. Anyways, any guesses on our employee of the week? I think the astronomer pitched in a hefty share. I think everyone on the team did a great job working together. Well then, congratulations to Bautista, our employee of the week. Congrats. Thank you. Whatever. We'll meet again next week. As always, you four get some sleep. Alan's journal. Status really? Bautista yet again? Bautista's log. Nothing. Gary's diary. Dear diary. Assuming the meteor will one day lead us to building sentences with each transmission, what would they look like? Grammar is helpful, a framework to learn where to expect subjects, verbs, and objects. But is it universal, perpetually valuable? Doppler's report. Sometimes when one is so burrowed in one's work, it's easy to lose sight of what's been accomplished. I know I've been there, but now I hope everyone is doing okay. Word thoughts. This is getting interesting. And here we are, week 11. Still Act 2. New signal, signal 38. Point 2, point 3. I feel like the meteors change topics now. What makes you say that? No true, no false. We're just focusing on this new signal, signal 38. This kind of pattern or change in pace is how I choose where to group transmissions in the log. Oh, interesting. I hadn't thought much about that. Okay, so it seems that this is saying, can't totally say the beginning. I'll just make this question. Point 0.1 form of line 0, therefore line 0 is point 0.1. Point 2.3 form line 1, therefore line 1 missing. Yeah, so let's go with form or compose. Go with compose. Therefore line 1 is point 2.3. Hey, check out the oscilloscopes. We can see the frequency matching each signal now, here at the top. I updated it. Dr. Bautista, the output console was already printing the frequencies, correct? Then, why did you add them? We used to work with individual frequencies, numbers. Now it is all abstracted into words and phrases. You're reminiscing. We have come far, that is all. It is nice seeing the signal like that. Line 0, line 1, line 2 compose polygon 0. Line 2, line 3, line 4 compose polygon 1. Line 1, line 0, line 2 compose polygon 0 too, right? Order shouldn't matter for this. Lot of information. Missing compose polygon 0. Okay, let's. Line 0 is 0 to 3. Line 1 is 1 to 3. Line 2 is 2 to 3. Line 3 is 3 to 6. Line 4 is 3 to 4. Line 5 is 4 to 5. Line 6 is 4 to 6. Line 7 is 6 to 7. So the polygon is 3, 4, and 6. Okay, update pushed. Bautista. What's the update? The reference tab. Physics and chemistry information. Not that it is relevant at the moment, but maybe later. Oh, cool. Not that I need those, of course. I'm already a master of those subjects. Dr. Akers, didn't you ask for the reference tab? Yeah. Point 0, 0, 0. Point 0, point 1 compose line 0. Line 0, line 1, line 2 compose polygon 0. Line 2, line 3, line 4 compose polygon 1. Polygon 0, polygon 1 compose polygon 2. Polygon 2, line count 4. Okay, we need to draw this point 0. That's point 0. Line 0. Line 1, line 2. This is polygon 0. Now, line 2, line 3, line 4. This is polygon 1. Now, both of them together form polygon 2, which is 0, 1, 3, 4. Okay, we have another one of these, point 0. Point 0, point 1 compose line 0. Line 0, line 1, line 2 compose polygon 0. Line 1, line 3, line 4 compose polygon 1. Line 4, line 5, line 6 compose polygon 2. line 2, line 6, line 7 compose polygon 3. Line 2, line 6, line 7 compose polygon 3. How is that possible? It is if it goes the other way around, right? So this needs to be 4 and this is 3. And then you have 6 and 5. And this is not there. And then you have 7. Line 2, line 6, line 7, polygon 0, 1, 2, and 3 compose polygon 4. Polygon 4 line count is 4. 0, 3, 5, 7. What? 1, 0, 0, 0 composed 512. 1, 2, 3 composed missing. 1, 2, 3 compose 512. Let me check this. 512 in base 8 is 1000. And 1, 2, 3 in base 8 is 173. No. No, it's the other way around. It's 1, 2, 3 in base 10 is 83. They are showing bases now. 111 composed missing. That's 73. Weird that the team is not saying anything. 0.0 is 11. 0.0 1, 2. We've got another signal. Indeed, which makes me think that the prior transmission was testing us before we advanced to a new concept. So a little check-off before we power on. That's my best theory so far. Now we have a new signal. Focus on the present. Work on this. Alright. Just so much to analyze. So press on. 0.0. 0.012 something. Therefore 0.0 2.3, which is the addition of both. It's a vector addition. No, it's a movement because it is the same point that gets moved. I'm gonna call it move. Move, I like it. Too vague. I agree with both of you. Now how's that? You gotta pick a side, Gary. Well, it fits the use of the word, and it is vague. We'll have to see if this abstract definition fits its future use cases. Dr. Ware, go with what makes sense to you. It probably won't be move, maybe translate, maybe, I don't know, project. But so for now it is move. Therefore, 0.1 minus 3 minus 3 minus 1, move minus 3 minus 4, so minus 6, 3. Point 0, 0, 0, point 1, 1, 0. Compose line 0. Point 0, 0, 0. Point 1, 1, 0. This is line 0. Line 0 is moved 2. This is the movement. Therefore, 0.002, 0.1 is 1, 2. Okay, yeah. 0.2 is 2, 3. 2, 3. 0.3 is 5, 4. They form line 1. Line 1 gets moved by an unknown amount, and then 0.2 is 1, 2, so it's minus 1, minus 1. 0.3 is 4, 3, so it is minus 1, minus 1. Point 0, point 1, where is my mouse? There. Point 0, point 1. So this is three-dimensional again. 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. This is a cube. Cube side length 2. Then we move it 8, 0, minus 8. Okay, so we need to calculate then where is 0.0 and where is 0.7. So we just need to move 0.0 and 0.7, 8, 0, minus 8. So that's going to be 9, 1, minus 9. And 0.7 will be 7 minus 1 minus 7. That's correct. 159. 0, 1, 2, 3. This is a square. Square side 1. 0.4, 5, 6, and 7. That's another square. Side 1 is just displaced 3 units in the x-axis. 0.8 is 0.5, 0.5. Therefore, graph 0 is polygon 0.8, graph 1 is polygon 1. But what is this doing? Then 0.8 is moved 3 more. Okay, I think I need to draw this. I kind of see what this is doing. 0.00, 0.01, 0.10, 0.11. This forms polygon 0. I guess technically this is going 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. And then we have 3, 0, 3, 1, 4, 0, 4, 1. Then 0.8 is here, 0.5, 0.5. Therefore, graph 0 is a polygon 0 and 0.8 because 0.8 is in polygon 0. Now we move 0.8 3 units to the right here. Therefore, it is now part of polygon 1. Polygon 1, 0.8. No pointy, point. This is teaching us that points belong to the polygon they are part of. Polygon 0, 0.0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Polygon 1, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. Then you move 0.3 from one polygon to the other. That last transmission wasn't just math. What do you mean? It wasn't asking us to solve for some area. It used graphs to organize information based on a point. They were classifying information by associating objects. And why is that exciting? Because they are establishing how to talk about not math. Now they add a new polygon with 1 point. Polygon 6 and 7 move. So now polygon 0 still has the 3 points, polygon 1 has 3 points, 3, 4, 5. But 6 and 7 are now part of polygon 2. No, that is wrong. It's not 0.6, 0.7. Point 6.7 move. Therefore, polygon 2. But polygon 2 already had 0.8. I missed that. But when you move points, they move to the next polygon if there is nothing more, or this is just an abstraction. 2 new signals. And I thought we were almost done. Why would you possibly think that, Akers? So we have a polygon with 4 points. We have a second polygon with other 4 points. Polygon 0 does something. 0.3 move. Polygon 1 does something. Therefore, polygon 0 loses points, and polygon 1 gets the point. But that's what happened before, and we didn't need these signals. But this is obviously polygon 1, I think. But I don't know what the signals mean. Polygon 0, polygon 1. We are moving 0.7 from polygon 1 into a polygon 2. Missing equals variable 0, variable 1. Variable 0, variable 1. 0.7 move. 0.7 move to polygon 0. So I'm guessing this is indicating the move, how it happens. So, origin maybe, or from to. I like more origin, and then destination. Variable 0 is the origin, variable 1 is the destination, so it goes from polygon 1 to polygon 0. So that is polygon 1, polygon 0. Okay, reference tab updated, says Bautista. Oh, sweet. You used the info I gave you? To start? To start? What does that mean? Oh god, what is this? You have ruined the information I gave you. You gave too much. Lazy programmer, I've got to add some astronomer's notes to this. Always a thankless job. So we have a graph composed of point 0, variable 0, line 0. We have another graph composed of point 1, line 1. From graph 0 into graph 1, we move the line 0. Therefore, graph 1 is point 1, line 1, line 0. Graph 0 has 3 variables, graph 1 has nothing. We move the 3 variables, so graph 1 now has the 3 variables. That's the end of this week. Week 11. Dr. Ware, tell me, you have figured it all out. Yes, he has the poster from the X-Files, I want to believe. Tell me, we have cracked their language. Tell me, we have solved the message. Dr. Doppler, I suspect you will be happy to hear of our progress. Dr. Ware has named the latest entries compose and move. Go on. They are words, sir, real words. Verbs to apply in math, to apply in regular, everyday contexts. Our shared language is growing. So, no, we have not cracked their language and we have not solved the message, but beyond learning how to format numbers and associate information, beyond this, we may soon communicate to transmit information. Soon, I imagine. We are on the precipice of learning something about the aliens, their mission, their message. Thank you, Dr. Collins. It isn't me that you should thank. Dr. Ware, I hope you can feel the gratitude and pride I feel for you. We depend on bright minds like you on this team. Perhaps this trophy can convey the immense joy I feel. I know it isn't much, but it's the thought, right? Dr. Ware is Employee of the Week? That's right. Thank you, Dr. Ware. We would be nowhere in this discovery if we were without you. Nice. Employee of the Week. Balance journal. Status. Bleh. Acknowledgement ain't everything. I know it. Just don't always feel it. Autistas. Some transmissions have used shapes in 3 dimensions. That is difficult to visualize. A tool could help. Gary's diary. Dear diary, it's difficult to convey what it is I hope to describe in our end of week meeting. It's like small children learning to read. It's like small children learning to read, then reading to learn. The meteor has taught us how to understand their transmissions, and now the transmissions may communicate something of value. That is my hope, anyway. Doppler's report. Each week, I'm afraid I torture my poor translation team with burdensome questions and high expectations. Questions like, have we cracked their language? It's the same as asking, are we there yet? Like my little Bradley used to in the backseat. But it looks like my pestering questions are slowly getting answered. Word thoughts. Employee of the week. We ate it, Akers. We begin week 12. This looks totally different to what we were doing. 0 is a new signal. 1 is a new signal. 2 is a new signal. Minus is a new signal. The semicolon is a new signal. The polygon, graph, statement. The new signal is a new signal. Move is a new signal. If we count how many new signals are, we have 1 per line, basically. So we have 55. Not 55. 54, maybe missing doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or maybe it's not talking about this. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 21, 22, 25, 30, 32, 35, 41. Well, I guess we have 42 now. No, we don't. So this is basically a word, item, symbol. I'm gonna call it symbol. Symbol count is missing, but we have one symbol per line. That is true. If we have one symbol per line, shouldn't we have... wait. We start at line 0. We have 56. My bad. No. What do you mean no? Symbol count. Is the number of signals we have received? No, it's not that either. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28, 32. 33 if we add the final one. What's going on here? Here is a symbol. One is a symbol. 2 is a symbol. Oh wait, I didn't count the numbers here. So we have 42, but we also have 8 numbers, 0 to 7. So that's a total of 50. Or maybe 52 if we count 10 numbers, 10 digits. Okay. Symbol count equals missing. I'm gonna try different values, see if one works. Wait, is the answer symbol? No. Symbol count. No, it's not that. The count itself doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, I was overcomplicating that. Symbol minus 9 equals missing 0, 9. No? Oh, these symbols are driving me crazy. It's just equals minus 9 without symbol. No. Equals symbol minus 9. No. Maybe symbol. I'm not understanding this one. Symbol is very likely not the right number here. Symbol count missing. Symbol minus 9 missing. Symbol count was 10 minus 9. Minus 9 is 2 symbols? Is that what this is saying? No. I'm gonna take a look at the idea. I think the first time I look at one. What do we have to go off here? This feels like nothing. Minus 9. What has a value of minus? Oh, that's it. Symbol means frequency. And what does a frequency of minus 9 define? I see. It's basically a reference. Minus 9 is the power. Minus 34 is bigger than. I'm gonna rename this. What can I call this reference? I'm gonna call it ref. Reference 7. We don't have a reference 7. 7 is just 7. Very long one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus, comma, equals. This is just listing all of the symbols, all of the dictionary. Ref count missing. So we have 42 plus the 8 numbers. That's 50. What is there? No error, just 5 signals. They are giving us an easy one, I'll take it. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Once again, this transmission seems out of place. Well, it's not. All of these two last transmissions are in a much concise way, without all the semicolons and missing and all of that. So 0.0, 0.1. Another old topic we have revisited. Gary, what's going on here? Not sure. A statement true equals false is itself false. A new signal, signal 43. Signal 43, 169, 2 plus 3 equals, signal 43, 170. This is referencing the problems. Okay, so I'm gonna rename ref. I'm gonna call this dictionary entry. And then this one is gonna be called signal number. So signal 171 or transmission, maybe transmission would be a better one, is all of this. 0.0. No. What do you mean no? No, that was 170. 169. They're not counting in the same way we are, because they're counting with index 0. For them, the first transmission was transmission 0, not transmission 1. So 171 is actually 172. Equals I'm gonna call this transmission oh wow, you think that's what signal minus 43 represents, Dr. Ware? Signal minus 43 represents each transmission. Then the meteor is beginning to self-reference, which means between the humans and aliens we have two starting points for conversation. Only from there can we reach more advanced discussion. And those two starting points are universal constants and the medium itself, the meteor. And if they are establishing the concept of transmissions, then they're going to use that to bridge to some other concept. That's the theory. And well, then it makes sense to call this dictionary. Transmission 0, 0. Transmission 1, 256. Transmission 2, 0. Transmission 3, 1. Were these the answers? Yes. Yes. 0, 1, 3. What do you mean now? All the others correspond with the answer. Ah, they also correspond with the transmission itself. I didn't realize that. So in this case, it's that. New signal, signal 44. Signal 44, signal 44 composed dictionary. Signal 44 count missing. The dictionary is composed by signal 44, then would be frequency. A dictionary of frequencies. What in the world is the meteorite saying? I have no idea. Shame. I'll try and find something, but I'm struggling on where to start. Dr. Ware, as much as I'd love to be the hero, only you can make meaning out of this. So what this is saying is frequency. Frequencies compose the dictionary, and there are therefore minus 44, so 44 frequencies. No. I mean, we also have the 8 numbers, so that would be 52. No. Well, in this message there are 10 frequencies. No, it's not that either. Let's try numbers close to 44, so I still think 44 should be the right answer. But it is not. Ah, wait, no, this is the other way around. This is the other way around. Dictionary gives you a number and it returns the meaning. This gives the meaning and returns the number. So the frequency for count is minus 23. Well, I was quite convinced of that. Could it be 23? All of this is self-reference. Transmission refers to the whole transmissions. Statement true false. This was just setting up some easy transmissions to use later. I mean, there are 3 frequencies in this message. Maybe I'm overcomplicated this. No. 2. If we ignore the count, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe 11, 12. What is this saying? If I try different numbers and one works, then I can try to understand after the fact why. This makes no sense. I shouldn't be trying like this. Frequency. I'm gonna change this. I don't know if this is frequency. I have no reason to think it is frequency. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Compose symbol. count equals missing. I don't know. 1. 1. I have no idea what that is. Something compose transmission. Something transmission count missing. Something compose transmission. ... Is it also 1? No. 2? No. How is this different from the previous one? First, that started with this thing, whatever that is, compose symbol. That count missing. Compose transmission. Transmission count missing. Well, there are 176 transmissions. Is that what you're asking? It is. I still don't know what the symbol is. Transmission count 977. Missing equals 0. Is this something like all? All compose symbol, all count missing is 1. All compose transmissions, all transmission count missing. This? I have no idea. And this is one of these missing equals 0, so this is not telling me anything. Point 0, point 1, variable 0, 1 round, 8 to the 16, variable 1 round, 8 to the 16, point 0 origin, something, move, point 1 destination, missing equals 0. I don't understand anything here. Another free one. Yes, I know you would just prefer just progression. Yes, let us continue. Though, Dr. Bautista has something caught your eye. 8 to the 16, a very large quantity. From point 0, from point 1. So point 1 is more or less 8 to the 16. That is a lot. And then this moves from point 0 to point 1. I don't know how to interpret any of this at the moment. Two more signals. I still not understanding the previous one. The previous signal 0. New signal is the origin. To destination is the new signal. New signal compose missing. I have no idea what this is. I think I've lost the plot here. Something 0 is composed by whatever signal 45 is. Then from signal 45 to signal 46, that thing is moved. So now signal 46 composes the thing 1. I need to understand this signal. Compose symbol. Count 1. Compose transmission. Transmission count missing. Compose transmission. And that was the number of this transmission. Then this transmission count 977. Wait. I just had an idea. what if this is going higher in abstraction, is referencing the transmissions, is referencing the signals. Something creates, composes the symbols. And how many of these things are? One. Is this something the meteor itself? Meteor composes transmissions. Meteor transmission count 179, 176. Meteor keeps composing transmissions. Once that's finished, in the next one, Meteor transmission count 977, so it's telling me there will be 977 transmissions in total. And then point 0, point 1, and the meteor moved from point 0 to point 1, so this is telling me more or less the distance the meteor has traveled. I think that makes sense, and it is very exciting. They agree. Oh my goodness. Dr. Ware, you're brilliant. Thank you, Collins. No, not too brilliant. It's a meteorite, not a meteor. Shut up, Akers. Pedant. Okay, that puts a whole new spin into this. So, what is this saying? Meteor 0. There are several meteors. There are several meteors. Meteor 0. Something composed Meteor 0. Something origin. Meteor 0 moved to something destination. Something destination composed Meteor 1. Are they saying that they want us to send something back? I don't know how to call this. Aliens. Oh yes, they agree. Oh, that's real. You mean we're defining aliens? Dr. Ward, you may be right. Thank you. Then 46, I'm going to call Earth. Or humanity. Would they be talking about us? This got very exciting. Meteor 0, aliens composed Meteor 0, aliens origin. Meteor 0 moved to humanity destination. Humanity composed Meteor 1. Humanity origin. Meteor 1 moved. Aliens destination. That is correct. That's an amazing ending for week 12. They want us to send a meteor back. With, I guess, our own information. Dr. Ware, I heard you solved the latest few transmissions, and this lot weren't much help. Hey, it's true to an extent. And with those messages solved, you've taken us from a world of math to a world of something new. What the future holds, we have no clue. But you made the leap, building that bridge, broadening the realm of discussion, as Collins is often saying. You have taken all of humanity one step closer to understanding their message. Though we know not what the future holds, one thing is for certain. There was a shift in the air. The meteor is taking us somewhere new. I can feel it. Continue to do what you have accomplished week in, week out, and take this fragment of the meteorite as a trophy. You are our employee of the week. You earned it. That's a very nice end to this week. Alan's journal. Status. Curious. The meteorite's first sentences. This ain't just math anymore. Bautista's log. With our shared understanding of logic and geometry, it would be possible for the meteor to tell us to build a computer. Carrie's diary. Dear diary, the nature of discussion has progressed. We are dealing with a whole new beast. Doppler's report. It's strange calling it a breakthrough. The translation team is still undecided on what exactly the meteor communicated. They know it was something, and they each have their ideas, but we don't know what it all meant. I suppose that's the process of science. Make theories, test theories, make new theories. Even if we lack the full picture now, they will march to the truth, I'm confident. They want us to send them our own meteorite acres with information. They have some ideas. I don't need your ideas. Not anymore. That's the end of Act 2. Return our message. My good friend Bautista. And this is the beginning of Act 3. But I think this is a perfect place to end this second video, even though it's not exactly 100 messages. I think it makes sense to stop at a climatic point. Come back for part 3. Thank you for watching.